Yeah, so this is, I think, a research talk, right? And this is required because, as you know, that we have this AI, the AI hub, which is led by me and Professor Kamaljit, which is a strategic partnership between India, yeah, Australia, for cybersecurity and AI. So we are doing a lot of things under this AI hub in research, and I will try to focus on some of those, right? Why research is also important, right? We listen so many use cases, so many products, and so many developments, right, which are going in industry, but I think the back end of this is supported by research. So this is a scenario which shows that means AI driven applications, they are opening new paradigms in both hardware and software, both in terms of how we use the data in the application, which is the software, and both how the data is actually being processed in your infrastructure or stored in your memory, right? So what are the things coming here is that we know that, something called edge computing, which is coming that, hey, you can have still computing in your backend data center, but due to latency, you need to do it in the, very close to the data source, what are the edge computers, Fine, and the LLMs, what we know that the inference engines or LLMs, which are trained with a huge amount of resource, right? Ultimately, those inference engines will run on those edge devices. So running those things on edge devices, obviously will generate a lot of issues in terms of the securing those inference engine models as well as the the data. Second, which is coming up, is obviously something called neuromorphic computing, right? It's a neuromorphic and in-memory computing, because these things are also required, right? That means we know that the way of computing we are doing at present is a small work of research, because I cannot show everything what we are doing under this collaboration, Indo-Australia strategic collaboration. This is a small work which is done by one of my PhD students, which is ongoing work in collaboration with Kamaljit. Get ahead with those particular vulnerabilities. That is the research which is really that means find a process by which the URL can be well masked, with different types of encoding techniques, and so visually it will look very good, but ultimately it can lead to sort of a lot of malicious websites, and the phishing and all these things can happen. Sorry. Yeah. Because why I'm waiting, because I will give you a question here, and I want to see that means see that whether you can get that what I'm trying to place in my talk. Yeah, and it's a big system. It requires some time, I think, to get it powered, right? Yeah. It's a layered stuff, right? Yeah, if this was, yeah, that ton of it might be. You cannot disregard anything now, Yeah. That means AI hub is getting presented, so that means Indo-Australia, two countries. So big things can be done here. Yeah, big things can be done today. Yeah, so any problem to switch it on? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to show something, that's why. That means I can tell what it is in the laptop. I don't require that, but I wanted to show something, okay, so that you can, okay. Okay, so can you show it? No, no way, right? Oh my God. Ah. So I don't have a board also. How can I show this? Okay. No. No, that means I want to show this to the audience so that they can. Okay. Okay. So reading it out, what is there in my, okay, that means in my slides. So there is a website called maybank2u.com, right? Right. Another website is also maybank2u.com. Okay. First of all, how it can happen, right? Obviously it has happened means one is good and other one is trying to actually make an alias of this good website and taking you to something, okay? Sign. It's any clue how it can happen. Two websites, okay, written in English script, maybank2u.com, okay? One is good and one is phishing. Okay, so how it can happen? Any guess? Anyone? Any cyber expert? Yeah, but one exists, another doesn't exist. The same URL. How it can happen? Oh, very good. You are absolutely right. So this way the A is stored, it's called the UTF encoding. Okay, unified text format. Okay, but this A in two different languages have two different meanings. Okay, so if you are going for Latin A, it is actually your normal English. Okay, but you can go to a Spanish A, which is actually not A. So you use an UTF encoding to actually the same website will generate a different binary string. So these two websites are different. So the two websites from the point of computing is different, but from the the .com domain. So .com domain, you actually, so this is the risk what we are having. So sometimes we get a mail, okay, and we see that it is yahoo.com. It's a same same email, same domain, but it can be different. So how to get that? Okay. So now I'm showing that, okay, this type of malicious website attack in the 3 quarters of 2024, okay, it got to 290,000 in July 24. This type of attacks, okay, and it gone to almost 300,000 in the August 24, and at the end of the year it crossed around 340,000. So 340,000 phishing attacks, happened based on this type of attacks, okay, where the user believed that this is my website, this is the website I go for, I click it, and a malware gets downloaded, or a ransomware gets downloaded, right? Or that means, and I am phished, okay. So this is one of the difficult part, and this came into existence for the acceptance that apart from English, other scripts will be also accepted as your URL. Okay, the URL formats are called internationalized domain name, which is called IDN. Okay, so the IDN now accepts the other characters from other scripts also, apart from English, due to the because people from with a Spanish background, people with Arabic background, okay, they contested and they said that why this will be only on the Latin. Okay, so all this got incorporated, and this is so now this is a difficult job. Okay, this is a difficult job, and when we see this agentic AI and this AI driven services are happening, okay, right, you might that means you don't know how it was trained, right? How this LLM was trained, you don't know whether it was the proper website, or it has been somebody has actually used this Cyrillic URL data source. Okay, so the Cyrillic URL data source, okay, we used, okay, and we created our own data set also, right? just for training using the generative AI. Okay, okay, we actually created different types of the some sort of dummy URLs and try to make them cyrillic and try to make them those those formats and try to do that. Okay, right? And we used certain because the features the features are such that because there is a so when we go to this text type of analytics, you have to go with a sequence type of thing, right? So sequence, because you have to detect a sequence, and the sequence models are called recurrent neural networks, LSTM, bidirectional neural networks, okay? All these models, and we have tested the performance of all these models, and luckily we have found that one of the models which we tell as bidirectional LSTM, okay, which is a very standard sequence detecting sequence classifier, okay, used also for text or also for time series type of data, okay, right, got a good amount of success in actually classifying that. A classification problem means that I will give you a sample and you have to tell what is the correct level of the sample. Okay, suppose I give you an website, give you an URL if it is a cyrillic wrong, cyrillic malicious website, it should label it as malicious. If it is cyrillic but it is a good website, it will label it as a good website. Okay, so the result shows. Okay, I cannot show the result now. Okay, model is done and the model is developed, and this yeah. So go to, I think, the 5th, 6th, or 7th slide. I have 12 slides. I think it's 7th slide, 7th or 8th slide. Good. Yeah. So just keeping this. These are our models, and these are very, very well published work. Okay, that is our recent work was published. This was a Turkey conference. I took a Turkey conference. Okay, let's move on. So you see that our model, we tried a lot of models, right? And our model was doing a good precision recall and F-score, which gives the performance of the model. And this is getting a good thing. And we will be soon. That means we have two options to either to publish. If I publish, you all can use this. Okay, that means and develop your product. If you want to make a patent or copyright, that's another thing. But we have published this work. So these are all published works. Okay. So why this is very important? Because increased automation for agentic AI will lead to lot of web browsing, web scraping. We say web scraping, right? And we have to know that from where the data comes, okay? And you have to be very sure that you are not going to this malicious website when you are generating your model, right? SLM. So there are a lot of things you have to do. Although we're only focusing on security, but there are ethical standards. So we are going further. The ethical standards for the URL, okay, the operational resilience for the URL, okay, multi-agent coordination. So all these things which are the model for the agentic AI, right, and LLM, driven learning or a generation or analysis. Okay, this type of thing needs to be done. Okay, and we are into this. Okay. Yeah, so lastly I want to pitch here. Okay, this is the thing what me and Professor Kamaljit is driving. It's called the Australia-India Hub, AI Hub, and Cybersecurity Leaders Alliance. It is a funded project in the sense that the fund is not directly for the research, but fund is for policy making, fund is for knowledge development, fund is for doing certain meetings and workshops like this. Okay, right? And we are the drivers. Kamaljit is the PI, myself is the co-PI, and also there is the Professor Deepa from IIM Kozhikode, who is she's also the co-PI of this. And basically the focuses are all this. Okay, we have cyber warfare, what Professor Kamaljit has said in his lecture, right? And there are all lot of things which are basically influential, okay, for the countries, okay, for the organizations, okay, and we are trying to work on all these things, okay. Yeah, so I thank, we have formed the groups, and this is an open call, okay, to all the companies, to the academic institutes, to the startups, to the researchers, okay. Please connect to this AI hub, and let's try to make a larger ecosystem, okay. So I concluded this, that what I showed here in this discussion today is that, okay, so, yeah, so so Cyrillic URL classification is an important activity which is a part of the research work what we are doing, okay? Okay, right, and we have found and we have developed a data set, we have worked with a Cyrillic data set, so anyone wants any type of support in this particular domain of application, we are very comfortable to okay, to deal that and to go ahead with that. And anything based on the web applications supporting your AI agents, okay? Vulnerability of web applications supporting your AI agents, we will be very happy to discuss those issues, okay? Right, and we'll solve these issues, right? Yeah, that means, and we are actually going for the future work, okay? We are actually going for different types of deployment strategies and adoption of these particular things in the existing applications, okay, fine, and different types of other attacks what are possible, okay? These are the okay, these are references which are being listed by my student, right? Because he is working his main action, he will be graduating maybe next year, okay, supervised by me and partially by Professor Kamaljit, and we will be very happy if some more research problems are being posted to us, okay? Yeah, so thank you all, and this is my website of University of Calcutta, and this is our AI Hub website, okay? That means, okay, yeah, it's email address, okay? So connect us, okay, right? And let us work together more. Thank you all.